If you are interested in this video, please subscribe to my channel for reaching to the previous lectures and click on the bell button so whenever I publish a new video, you are the first one who can watch it.
As you see, it's happened. Now I can change the mask expansion and for making a better mask actually. Let's change it. As you see, I can change it. Let's bring it to mask better, a little less. Okay, it's now better. You can change the attributes and actually your mask for making your ideal mask over the head. I think it's better. The head is off. It's gonna be this one. So as you see, when the impact happens, the head completely disappears. One of the most important steps for making this video finished now. Now I want to make blood with my plugin from Red Giant company. For first step, I must make a new solid layer. Then I go and make my solid layer. This is my new solid layer and I bring it here to the point that impact happens. Then I search for my plugin in my effects. Here I am. Let's find that Red Giant Trapcode and I'll drag it on my timeline on my solid layer. Then let's bring back my layer to its prime situation actually. Now I'll go to the designer in my effect control when my solid layer selected. Here there are many presets for making anything you want and anything there is. Then I select this preset and I apply that. After I apply, it comes to my timeline. As you see, let's change the position. I think, yeah, yes, it's here. I bring that presets. So as you see, it comes out. It's my presets that I applied here. So let's go to the emitter and change the emitter behavior to explode and particle per second to 425 and velocity I think 815 is enough for that. Then velocity random to 300, velocity distribution to 0. Let's see, it's better. 2.5 is better for the velocity. Now let's see what we have. Emitter size x equals z. 67 is better. Random seed. I use the high number for random seed. Then I close the emitter and I go to particle. First, let's change the life of my particle or life random to 20 and the life to 5.6 per second. The life of the particle type is star. Aspect ratio, there's no need to change. Size to 15. And what else should I change? Size random to 20 Then we must actually change the color of the blood, because it looks like blood. The color must be a little darker. And let's see, what should I change for now. Then I close the particle part, I go to the physics, I make it bounce, physics model, gravity to 715, physics time factor to 1.8, visibility part, there is no need to change this part. So let's see what we have made. As you see, there are many stars that comes out, so it's not what we want to make. So for now, let's make a layer, new adjustment layer. Then I bring okay, this is my new adjustment layer that I made. For now, I want to add one effect that helps to make my blood more natural. This effect is CC Vector Blue. I add it to my adjustment layer. After that, I add simple trigger effect to my adjustment layer too. Then I go to effect control and change the attributes amount to 115 and choke matte to -1. Now I want to make a pre-composition for this adjustment layer and my last solid layer. For that, I select both of my layers, then right click, pre-composition, and okay. Now I have a pre-composition here that I have both of my layers in that. As you see, the blood's shapes changes, and it's gonna be more natural blood to the real type of that. Let's have our cache load and change the pre-composition situation inside the timeline to make it better blood. As I told you, there are many ways for making a blood. You can search it in the internet. Let's go to inside the pre-composition and see our blood. It's our blood. It looks like more to real blood after I added 2 effects to my adjustment layer. Let's go to the effect control for the solid layer and change the velocity. I bring it lower. Then, as you see, the moving part of the blood changes and it explodes to the around, and it's suitable to the time that when the head is actually blowing. So let's load or cache to see what kind of blood we made and what it looks like. Better to change the velocity to 500. It's better now. The explosion of the blood actually is better. Okay. So for now, let's bring the emitter and change the particle per second to 600. I need more particles inside my video. Actually, the more blood. And I think it's gonna be enough for now. I'm fighting with loading a cache inside my system. Now we have a bigger explosion after disappearing the head when the impact happens. So let's change the velocity to 300. This plugin is introduced in a better way inside the Red Giant website, and you can find that. Let's back to our main composition. So here we have our blood. We can control that and we can make a better time for the explosion, and when the blood comes out, it needs to be a good time. The accident needs to happen in a suitable time.